In Eastenders spoilers, Denzel's steroid addiction leads him to steal, prompting concern from Kat Slater and Yolanda Truman. Bobby Brazier eyes a music career after splitting with Ellie Leach, raising fears of leaving Eastenders. Meanwhile, Dean Wicks manipulates daughter Jade's medication, sparking terror for Linda Carter. Slating after in shocking EastEnders spoilers, Kat Slater catches Denzel Danes stealing. When his story about steroids takes a sinister turn, how far will the young man go? Resolute to get in shape, Denzel Danes goes to an unbelievable length the following week to obtain the steroids he feels he requires. Regretfully, two Walford icons, Kat Slater among them, are obstructing the Eastender and trying to assist the young man. Will Denzel ever be able to overcome his overwhelming addiction to fitness, which is taking over every aspect of his life? Recent scenes on BBC One saw the adolescent portrayed by Jaden Ladega neglecting his loved ones, especially his girlfriend Amy Mitchell, who is becoming more and more irritated. However, Yolanda Truman has been left in charge of Denzel, and she is starting to realize this, while his father Howie Danes is working away from the square with Kim Fox. Denzel took money from the Walford icon in more recent scenes of the London-based show so he could get steroids. Next week, Amy will be angry when Denzel picks the gym over her, and he will lose his cool when she corrects him about his fixation with fitness. Before getting a text telling him that his steroids are being delivered that day, Denzel feels bad. Later, when Yolanda confronts Denzel about his diet in the cafe, their conflict reaches an all-time high. After hearing, Priya Nandrahart instructs Yolanda to maintain her resolve. When a strange gift comes at Denzel's house, he stays quiet. Yolanda, who is determined to learn the truth about Denzel's problems, hides it. In other moments, Yolanda tries to find out the truth about Denzel's problems, encouraged by Kat's guidance. Yolanda convinces him that he needs to start communicating to her if he wants his parcel returned, despite his refusal to communicate. Will Yolanda hear the truth from Denzel? Denzel later tells lies about his encounter with Yolanda, leading Nugget and Denzel to make amends. When Kat Slater discovers Denzel stealing his item from Yolanda's bag in the taxi office, Nugget and Yolanda's talk is cut abruptly. What will Yolanda's response be? Will she ever find out what's going on? Is she able to assist Denzel? BBC One broadcasts EastEnders from Monday through Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Idol pop following Ellie Leach's breakup, Bobby Brazier sets sights on brand new career, raising speculation that he would leave EastEnders. Bobby Brazier may be able to succeed in the famously unstable music industry because of his youth, charm, and expertise. Bobby Brazier's fame has been steadily growing since his incredible performance on Strictly Come Dancing last year. Following his breakup with fiancée Ellie Leach, the EastEnders actor appears to be focusing on starting a new career. Now that he has more free time, the son of Jeff Brazier and Jade Goody is reportedly eager to pursue his hidden passion for singing. However, supporters are worried that this new path would indicate that his time on EastEnders is running out. Following the conclusion of the previous season of Strictly, Bobby, 20, who plays Freddie Slater, started dating Ellie Leach. The couple had a brief but intense romance. However, Ellie, 23, was touring in a brand new UK theatre show, and Bobby was preoccupied with filming EastEnders, so the couple decided to end their relationship. Love BLO, a TV insider remarked, with more time on his hands, Bobby is determined to make a name for himself in pop culture while he's still young. Bobby's big love is singing. He wants to be a star singer on a global level, and some major music execs think he could do it, a source told OK magazine. He aspires to follow in the footsteps of Harry Styles and gain genuine recognition as a legitimate artist. He may continue acting now that the world is at his disposal, but singing is truly his love. After landing the part of Freddie Slater on Albert Square in 2022, the TV personality shot to fame and has been a huge hit with viewers of the BBC serial opera ever since they bonded while living together closely throughout the tour, but after that finished, they didn't spend as much time together. Following their pairing with Australian professional Diane Buswell on the previous years, his flawless dancing skills impressed the judges, and he advanced to the final. The star, who possesses the good looks, talent, and charisma necessary for a successful career in show business, seems unstoppable at this point. Spoilers for Eastenders: when sick daughter Jade Massoud discovers Dean Wicks tampering with her medication, his days are running out. In recent Eastenders scenes, Dean Wicks has been scaring his sick daughter Jade Massoud by draining her of her medications. Dean was heartbroken when Jade told him that she was going to move to Pakistan with her mother Shabnam. Jade opted to stay with Dean until she healed after visiting the doctor, who diagnosed her with a chest infection. This led Dean to take the unimaginable step of stopping her antibiotics to make sure she doesn't get better. In later scenes, Jade noticed Dean fiddling with her prescription and asked him why, as it was too early for her to take them. Dean covered, saying he was only setting them up because he wanted to stay on top of things and knew she hadn't been feeling well. He continued by expressing his hope that the Pakistani medical professionals would continue to monitor her condition before reassuring her that she need not worry. He kept gaslighting her, telling her that even though it was his fault she wasn't getting better, he hated seeing her sick. In an apparent attempt to scare her into staying, he continued by telling her how much everyone would miss her and mentioning that Jean Slater had been working extremely hard to assist with her charity auction. Jade maintains she knows when Dean tells her he loves her and would do anything for her, but could that be about to change? To Dean's dismay, when Jade has a severe coughing attack in later scenes, Jean contacts the doctor. Jade has already witnessed her dad tampering with her meds, so maybe she's prepared to figure out what's actually been going on, especially with the doctor on the way. Do Dean's days have a count? Spoilers for Eastenders: Linda Carter runs screaming as nasty Dean Wicks takes a terrible move. In forthcoming Eastenders scenes, Linda Carter consents to assist Jade Massoud, but Dean Wicks makes a terrifying move that sends her running. With Jean Slater's assistance, Jade has been organizing a charity auction for several weeks, and Jean is excited to have the Vic as the event location. Remarkably, Linda accepts the plan but explicitly states that Dean is not permitted to go. When Jade starts coughing violently back at Dean's apartment, Jean is shocked and goes to the doctor right away, much to Dean's dismay. The audience will be aware that Dean has been manipulating Jade's antibiotic regimen to make sure she isn't healthy enough to move to Pakistan to live with her mother. When Jade checks his phone, Dean's situation only becomes worse, and he has to justify to Shabnam why he has been ignoring her calls and texts. Even though Jade already knows that she is too ill to travel, he is able to convince them that he has been avoiding Shabnam by sticking his head in the sand. Later on, Jade asks Dean whether she can attend the fundraiser in the Vic. He gives her permission, if she is healthy enough, despite the fact that he keeps fiddling with her meds. Dean is even more desperate to find a way in when Johnny Carter makes fun of him for being unable to attend the fundraiser. Jade asks Elaine Peacock to let him stay for her speech, and he quickly manipulates Jean and Harvey Monroe into letting him in. Dean asks Jade to stay in London with him rather than go to Pakistan right before her big moment. Despite her explicit instructions, Linda is frightened to find Dean in the tavern and hurries upstairs, closely followed by Jean. When Jean realizes that she has been duped, the landlady becomes upset and goes back downstairs to tell Dean to go. But will he listen? Please subscribe our channel.